So this message is for anybody who needs to hear this again. You're exactly where you need to be today. You're supposed to be here in this situation, in this position, with these circumstances, with these feelings. All of it is meant to be. And what's inspired me to say this is that I was reflecting on my own journey. Especially when I speak to clients, I see myself over and over and over again. I see the things that I've been through myself, and I know what it's like to really want to manifest a relationship, a house, a baby, money, a specific person. I know what it's like to be there because I've been there. And I know even now, I know what it's like to want to manifest something, to want to create something that's not here right now. But I really got a really big wake-up call earlier when I was thinking about, I was actually looking through my Instagram account and looking back nostalgically, thinking about the time when I was in Italy. And as you know, many of you know, that the time when I was in Italy, I was really missing, longing for, very upset about the fact that I wasn't with the person that I'm with now. I was really, really sad about it. But looking back at these photos, I was like, oh, that was such a good time. That was such an amazing experience. And I didn't feel like that at the time. But it's so funny how, now when I look back at that, I think, wow, I was having an amazing experience. I was in Italy, speaking Italian. Yeah, I was living on my own. And you know what? There's benefits to that. There's things that are amazing about that. I had a really beautiful apartment in Italy. I had a job that I hated, right? I hated it. I hated being a teacher, right? I really didn't like teaching English. And at the time I complained about it all the time, but I look back at that as such an important experience that actually helps me to become who I am today. And all of these times that I had, longing, missing, wanting to be somewhere other than where I was missing out on the journey, the exact place that I was. And that's so important because we're never anywhere other than where we are. The future will never come. And, there'll be things about right now, no matter how much you think you're uncomfortable with the situation or whatever, there'll be things about this time that you look back on and maybe you feel proud of. Maybe you feel like you accomplished something. Maybe you feel like there was actually really good things about living with your parents or, being in this job that you don't particularly like at the moment, or wherever you are, there's good things about it. And there'll be something about this time now that you can look back on nostalgically, like I was looking back on Italy. And actually, I was even looking back on when I was desperate to get out of my mum's house, yeah? I was desperate to find my own place and to be independent and I said that right. Independent, yeah. I was desperate to be independent. And I look back at that time and I think, I was with my mum. And I was peaceful for the most part. And there was not really much expected of me. I had less responsibilities, I suppose. And I was having a time that I'll never forget, There was one time in particular which me and my mum really struggled with, where my mum really didn't have any money. And this was just before lockdown. She really didn't have any money and she was doing Airbnbs in the house. And my mum has done Airbnbs in the house since I was about 16. So I'm very used to that, not having a house, that's just our house. And so she was doing Airbnbs and I got back from Australia and I didn't have a bedroom. So basically, if there was a guest there, I had to share my mum's room. And me and my mum, at the age of 30, I was sleeping top to tail with my mum, right? And all I can remember about that, honestly, is not the nights that I complained and said, oh, for God's sake, I just want my own room. Is actually the nights where we woke up in the middle of the night crying with laughter and talking till like 3 a.m. Those are the things that I remember about that. And I look back at that really fondly and as a time that we struggled through and came through. And as a result, I am who I am today. So that was all the journey. where you are now has so much beauty in it. There's so much wonder in where you are now. If you can just be present and be here, notice the little things, the simple things, the things that make you feel peaceful, the things that make you feel like you're actually really proud of yourself, because yeah, it's really bloody hard, but you're getting through it. And one day you'll be able to look back at this time and you'll be so proud of how far you've come. And you'll specifically look at this time and think, that was hard, but I got through it. You know, not having a job, missing someone, longing for someone. These are all really difficult parts of the human experience, but they are the journey. And that's all we've got, right? That's all we've got, the journey. There's nowhere to get to. You've only got today. And tomorrow, someday, is an illusion. Yeah? We've only got now to enjoy what we have, this life, this one life. And if I could go back, which I can't, but now that I've learnt the lesson, I really make the most of the little things that I'm enjoying. I've complained so much, you know, I've complained and complained and complained when seemingly things looked amazing. And then I felt bad for complaining. You know, I've done that too. But as I've really understood this, I've had so many more moments of like pure like beauty, you know? Like sometimes, for example, oh gosh, it's so frustrating to wake up 4 times a night, you know? But then there's moments where I'm like, God, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change these nights where actually Noah has to come in the bed and sit and be in the middle of me and Johnny, you know, at 3 or 4 in the morning because he can't sleep. I wouldn't change having to get up to do that, no matter how tired I am. You know, no matter how much I might have complained about it, that is the beauty in where we are now at this point in the journey. And I know I'll always remember it, you know, and being able to know that and appreciate it right now is being able to live right now, you know. So just take the message as today, not tomorrow, but today, appreciate something about where you are. This part of your journey is vital for where you're going to be. Yeah? This part of your journey is an essential stepping stone. You're exactly where you're meant to be. So I hope this video has given you something, given you an idea, a way to go forward for the rest of the day. And if you're looking for any more conversations like this, where you can have light bulb moments, awakening, transformation, you can connect back to yourself so that you can actually transform your relationships and the people around you as well, to bring everybody else back to themselves too. The Conscious Creators Masters Academy is starting again at the end of this month, maybe the beginning of November, and I would love to see you there. It's an incredibly transformative 12 weeks. You can't leave without being transformed in some way. It's amazing and I'm so proud of it. So if you'd like that community and that support while you're going through whatever you're going through, and people come for many different reasons, then send me a message or an email and I'd love to speak to you, have a conversation over the phone or on Zoom about where you're at now and if this program is right for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.